Shake it. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Party time, girls. Come on.
Someday, I'd like to have a party with you, Ward.
You couldn't stand the pace.
Boredom kills.
Well, we got us a real good bunch this time.
That's what you said the last time.
Oh, we took care of the girls that caused trouble.
We made an example of them, Mr. Pfizer. That will not happen again.
Get her!
I know what you're here for. Now go make the gentleman happy.
All right, you don't have to push.
Oh, don't worry. We'll take care of her.
That was fast.
Quick changes are one of my specialties.
Remind me to time you next time. Why don't we try that new place for lunch down the street?
Oh, great. I'm famished.
Yeah. I want to make one phone call here.
CJ. Houston, she only left for Santa Fe 2 days ago.
Well, I know that. It's, yeah, C.J. Parsons Suite, please.
She's a big girl, Houston.
Hadn't checked in. She really should have been there hours ago. No, listen, I'll call back later. Thank you. Oh, you're right. She's a big girl. Let's go.
I don't know. Well, with the conditions of the road, could be a couple of days before we get a bus through here.
Great. 100 in the shade, and I'm gonna have to walk to L.A.
Could always stay.
Not my style.
Evening, sweet thing. What's your pleasure? Have a little fight with your boyfriend? Well, now, I think I can cure whatever's ailing you.
You hurt?
No.
You looked wrecked, hon. Maybe you better sit down.
I got a cot in the back.
Why don't you take a hike?
Just trying to give a little comfort.
Got a name, honey? Where you from?
There was a Bunny.
Bunny. Nice name. So what's your story?
I'm not sure I have one.
Oh, you got one. Maybe a few pages are missing, but I know a classy broad when I see one. Now, this jacket may be a little beat up, but it's good material. And that watch ain't from no thrift store either.
She looks like she's been on one hell of a bender.
Been on a few myself. You even know where you are?
No.
Well, I do. And believe me, it ain't worth knowing. It looks like someone really got you good. Come on, let's get you fixed up. Come on.
Yeah.
This is Mike. I got a couple of real cupcakes down here. I think you're really gonna like them.
The place pretty empty?
Yeah.
Good. I'm on my way.
Oh, you're something else. You know that? Just hold the thought for a minute. I'm gonna try Santa Fe one more time. I mean, I told her to fly, but no, she wanted to drive. Huh? See the scenery. 800 miles of desert, some scenery. When it makes business with pleasure.
Never works.
Yeah, C.J. Parsons checked in yet? Oh, she does have a reservation, doesn't she? And you haven't heard from her? Yeah, the minute she comes in, have her call me. Matt Houston. She's got my number.
I've got your number too, Houston. Ciao.
I know how you must feel, hon. I've seen the downside of more two-stop towns than you can imagine. I've had my share of forgotten weeks, too. It'll come back to you.
Sure hope so. I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.
Well, first thing we gotta do is get you something to eat.
No, I'm really not hungry.
You've been walking all day from the looks of it, and I doubt you had lunch out there. I saw it down it on the street. Come on, I'm buying.
Wish there was something I could do to repay you.
Plenty of time for that later, hon. I'm looking forward to meeting some of your classy friends.
Well, good evening, ladies. You going somewhere?
Yeah, dinner. There a law against that around here?
Oh, no. No, but I got a call that you two gals was soliciting in this fine establishment.
You gotta be kidding.
I'm not a man who does very much kidding.
Chris, just stay here for the rest of the night in case she calls. What's the latest word from the hotel?
She still hasn't checked in, and nobody's heard from her.
Something's wrong. I know it, and I'm going to find her.
Houston, it's the middle of the night. Don't you think maybe you ought to wait till the morning?
No, I want you to get me the first flight to Phoenix. That was the last place that we know she was.
I'll have a car waiting.
Here's a new girl he has to see, Sheriff. Calls herself Bunny.
My name isn't Bunny.
No? What is it then?
I don't remember.
I'll call you when I've finished with her orientation. Oh, shy, are we? A little sensitive? Well, those ladies down there will soon fix that. Unless you let me take care of you. You see, we're going to keep you here, detain you until we send you down to the county seat for trial. Now, I could dress you in silks or satin, protect you. It'd be an awful shame to have that nice, lovely skin all scratched up by some little prison alley cat. Or I could just keep you here forever. It all depends on your willingness to cooperate.
There's a fight. There's a fight in the mess area, sir.
Can't you ever handle anything by yourself?
You gonna leave her here?
Yes. I have not finished with her orientation yet.
Who are you? Who are you?
Them girls off.
Come on, come on.
But well.
There's a little trouble in the mess area. I'll be right back.
Must be more than a little trouble. Leave a pretty little thing like you here all alone.
I wouldn't know I'm new here.
I could see that.
Oh, Mr. Pfizer. Did not expect you so soon.
Obviously. You probably intended to keep this lovely creature for yourself, if I hadn't let myself in.
Now, Mr. Pfizer, you know I have no secrets from you.
Then what's her name?
Her name is Bunny.
Bunny. That's a pretty name.
We do have some business to discuss, do we not? Guard, take the prisoner back to her cell.
I just found my date for our barbecue.
She just got in today, Seymour. I haven't finished the orientation. I don't know whether I can control her. She's pretty wild.
Why don't you let me worry about that? Well, sometimes it's more fun that way. This car belongs to a friend of mine.
Lady friend?
Yeah.
That's her. Passed through here yesterday.
Look, what happened to her? Is she hurt?
Well, they didn't find anybody at the car. She must have hitchhiked on down to the next town. Carl, the highway patrolman, said that likes of her hadn't shown up at any hospital or anything. I'd wager that she ain't far.
Now, you gotta try, hon, or you'll never remember. Now, come on.
Rhonda,
Just give it a try. What else do we have to do?
okay.
Now, think of yourself as a little girl. Your earliest memories. We'll start there.
I remember a birthday party. For me. I'm 5, 6 years old. I have on a very pretty dress. Ice cream cake. This horrible little boy spills his chocolate ice cream on me.
Go on. What's next?
Cold. Cold. The ground is frozen. I have on a heavy coat. And there's a very deep hole in the ground. There's a woman standing next to it. She's crying. It's my mom. They're lowering a box into the ground. My dad is dead. My dad is dead.
Easy. Try something a little more recent.
I'm in a hospital room. And there's a man there. He's my friend. My best friend. Who is he? He saved my life.
It's all right. We'll stop now. We can do more later.
Nope. Never seen her.
If you do or hear of anybody that has, would you contact my office? I'll be checking in with them about every hour or so. I'd sure appreciate it.
Sure thing, partner.
Thank you.
I'll go check on your fries. Yeah, Hallmark? I got something for you. Should be worth a couple of bucks.
I just got a call from Mike down at the bar.
You do not have to tell me every time you get a phone call.
There's a private eye named Matt Houston looking for that new prisoner.
Which one?
The one who calls herself Bunny. Seems her name is C.J. Parsons. She's a lawyer from Los Angeles who wrecked her car up the road.
That's right. She did have a bump on her head when she came in.
Think she's forgotten who she is?
But she sure ain't here on no holiday.
So what are we going to do with her?
The only thing we can do. Same thing we did with all the other girls that were problems.
Not a grave in the desert.
You enjoy that, don't you? All right, you go get Bunny or whatever her name is and take... Oh, wait a minute. Now, better yet. Pizer, you're going to have a fit if he doesn't get Bunny at his party. I mean, that's all he's had on his brain, Bunny, since he's seen her.
So?
Pizer will get his Bunny. We'll dope her up. And later on, she'll join her friend, the private eye, in Bunny heaven.
Houston.
That's the one I want you to take care of now.
End of the road, Houston.
Make yourself nice for tonight's party now. What party? You haven't heard?
You got some explaining to do, Dollface?
What are you talking about?
Why don't you drop this hokey amnesia trip?
Why don't you leave her alone?
You stay out of this, witch. What has Butts got you doing?
Nothing. He made a pass at me and I told him where to go.
Yeah? What are you doing with this list then? Listing all our names with those stinking Johns he sells us to.
I didn't know that that's what it was.
I don't believe you. Why don't you tell us the real story, Bunny? Or whatever your name is. Okay. We'll do it the fun way.
Those were some moves, hon. Where'd you learn to fight like that?
I don't know. Maybe in Houston.
All right. Get up.
On your feet. Come on. Over here, next to your friend. Lose the gun. You fellas are gonna tell me where you're keeping C.J. Parsons.
I don't know any C.J. Parsons. Okay. It's not my gig anyway. It's Sheriff Butts and Pizer.
Who's Pizer?
Seymour Pizer. He's a member of the State Board of Corrections.
Hey, keep talking.
Pizer and Sheriff Butts set up this fun and games house at Pizer's ranch. Special favor to some of the big boys at the Capitol.
Fun and games with female prisoners?
Yeah.
What makes the girls go along with all this?
Easy. To promise them lighter sentences when they're transferred over to the county seat for trial.
Where are the girls kept when they're not funning it up for these creeps?
Detention center. Just east of town.
You fellas take off your shoes and put them over there next to the truck.
It's a long walk back to town.
It'll be a lot longer without knees. Now, you fellas are gonna tell me how to get into this detention center and who I can find there to help me.
Not feeling too well.
This lunch didn't do too much for me either.
No, I mean, really, I don't even think I can stand up.
Let's get you inside. Charlie.
What do you mean you haven't seen him? It's time to get the girls ready for Pizer's. All right, you handle it. You tell Womark to contact me the minute you find him.
You must be Fran.
I haven't seen you around here before.
No, it doesn't really matter. Look, I'm trying to find this girl.
Bunny,
Where can I find her?
why don't you ask your boss?
What
because I'm asking you. I need your help.
Forget it.
There's $200 here, and there's 200 more in it when we find the girl. You enjoy playing party doll at Butts' Bashes?
What do you think?
And help me find the girl. We'll make sure his next party's a going-away party, huh?
On, make sure she's ready to go.
She can't go anywhere. She's sick.
Not as sick as she's gonna be if she stays here.
Come on, honey, you gotta make it. I'm too dizzy. Now, I'll help you get through it. It's our only chance. Once we get to the ranch, we'll figure out some way to escape.
What in the hell?
Got a problem, Marsh?
Yeah, you.
That ain't no problem. That's infatuation.
Oh, sure. Hey, come here. Get in here. Get in here.
CJ? CJ?
Who's that?
You are a dead man.
Hang in there, hon. Let's get out of here.
So far, so good. Now you kill Houston and the girl.
I tried to help you before, and look what happened. Besides, what's in it for me?
I told you I can talk to the people who count. Let them know what a bum rap you've taken here.
Mister, my whole life's been a bum rap. My motto's get them before they get you.
And why don't you please help me get Butts?
How do I know you'll keep your word?
Darling, you don't know that. But you can bet the ranch that when the guard comes back, I'm gonna be dead. And you know too much, so they're gonna have to kill you too.
Why did you ever come here? What is this CJ to you?
He's a friend.
You always risk your life for friends?
That's what it takes.
Come on, quit your howling. Come on.
Can't you see she's in pain?
You gotta help me. My guts is burning up.
Come on, I said this. Come on, come on.
I'm gonna drop you off at a phone. I want you to call the state police, ask for Sergeant Morgan. Use my name. You tell him to meet me out at Piser's Ranch, all right?
You got a great opportunity here, Houston.
What for?
To be the first man that never let me down.
Well, Bunny. Oh, nice to see you. Come along with me. I want to show you something. Bunny, how'd you like another little drink? There we go. Yeah, that'll clear up that head of yours. Now, come on, sit down over here and tell me all about yourself, huh? Come on, Bunny. Drink up. It'll help you relax. Guard! Over there! We better go inside. What's the matter? Why don't you stay put? Who's running this mess?
Sheriff Fox. Right there.
I'm a little bit bigger than the women you're used to kicking around.
Houston? I know you.
Nice to have you back.
Have a good time.
Thank you. It's a great party.
Yeah, good party. There you are. Thought you were hiding. You ought to be inside celebrating.
I'm sorry. Somehow I just don't feel like it much.
Things could have been a lot worse.
I know. But you can't go through an experience like that and not feel a little changed by it.
Well, you're home, CJ, and that's what's important.
Houston, I keep thinking, what if I was left there? Not knowing who I was.
I never would have stopped looking for you.
But what about all those people who don't have anybody looking for them? Or caring?
See, dear, let's fix the world tomorrow. Tonight, won't you let your friends show you how happy they are to have you back? Y'all look who's here, huh?
A toast.
To CJ.
Don't let Charlie get both of us.
Let's go to our choppers. I'm gonna get some help, all right?
Just save yourself. It's an order, Matt.
I'll be back.
My cousin! He's been hit! Come on, you gotta help me! Come on, let's get out of here! My cousin, he's back here! Nothing you can do!
You look so tired.
I know. He's been having those nightmares again. Vietnam.
I thought they went away.
Well, he got a call from immigration yesterday. He's going to meet with a Vietnamese lady.
Houston?
Yes. Houston?
Houston?
Yes, I'm at Houston. It's Cousin Will. My God. He's alive. Uncle Roy took these of my cousin Will and me when we were just 10 years old. I remember I used to count the days till I could go visit him in Arizona. Will, Uncle Roy, Aunt Flo, Daddy were the only family we ever had. Will was like a brother. Had a secret club. Called ourselves the Texas Terrors. Made a vow we'd always take care of each other.
It wasn't your fault, Houston.
We only had 3 weeks left on our tour of duty. Flying medical supplies to a platoon just northwest of the Cambodian border. Got hit, went down. Will was injured in the crash. We radioed for help. Charlie was behind every bush. I told him I'd come back for him.
You were wounded. You thought he'd been killed.
I left as soon as I got your message, caught the first plane out of San Francisco. Now, what could possibly be so important?
Oh, Roy, it's Will. He's alive. Your son's alive.
Ông Will và anh tôi bị giam chung một trại. Cảm ơn ông. Sau đó ông Will giúp anh tôi vượt ngục.
She said Will helped her brother escape from a prison camp where they're both being held.
How long ago?
Palo Roy.
Hơn 1 năm rồi.
Maybe a year.
Does she know where the camp is?
Well, she doesn't speak about it the way we do in terms of latitude and longitude. She talks about a tangled jungle and a series of 5 hills. I think she's talking about Dim Tao province, which is right here, just across the Vietnamese border in Cambodia.
Roy, that makes sense. Last time I saw Will was right here.
What are we waiting for?
We've had literally hundreds of these reports over the past few years. None of them have panned out.
That's because you government people refuse to do anything about them.
We don't refuse to do anything, Mr. Houston. We do our job to the best of our ability.
There are still over 2,000 American soldiers missing in Southeast Asia.
Sad price of war, gentlemen. Men die. Bodies aren't found. I'm sorry, but it's an extremely delicate situation.
The delicate situation, as far as I can see, is that my son is being held prisoner and his country is unwilling to go find him. Now, we've been here for 36 hours, shuffled from one bureaucratic dead end to the next.
I'm sorry about that. I truly am. Your government's official position is that there are no POWs in Southeast Asia at the present time.
Sir, don't you think...
Yes, I think. You don't. Now go wait in the car. Man to man, I know exactly how you feel, both of you. And if I were in your situation, I'd probably be doing the same thing.
Yeah, well, man to man, all I'm asking is that you help us find out what's happened to Will.
I wish I could help you, son, but we live in a world that's a powder keg. Southeast Asia is the shortest fuse. Under the circumstances, there's nothing that we can do.
There's something I can do. Find him.
Mr. Houston, if you try, I'm going to use every means in my power to stop you. If you go over there, the United States government cannot be responsible for what might happen to you.
Why didn't you just tell us that the first time?
They're not going to let us do this, you know.
I'd like to see somebody try and stop us.
Airline tickets, they rushed him through.
Thank you, Chris.
I feel like a kid again, like I'm 50 again. I can't wait to get started.
I better get this stuff out to the chopper. You gonna tell him?
Yeah. I hope you realize how much I appreciate you coming along with me.
No sweat.
We don't know what we're gonna run into over there.
Yeah. Like I said, I've been wanting a vacation.
We're going to need more of these detailed maps.
I've got a feeling for the right price, somebody in Bangkok can get them for us. I just hope they haven't moved the camp.
Well, Vietnamese are extremely territorial. Some never leave the land of their ancestors. We'll find him.
Not we, Uncle Roy. Just Two-Mean and I. You're not coming with us.
What?
It's too dangerous.
I've been in hot spots before.
I know. simple, Roy. It's just that if you go over there...
I was fighting fascists in Spain before you were born.
You don't understand. What I'm trying to tell you is...
Spent a whole winter charting North Korea while you were still strapped to your high chair.
Would you knock it off? That was a long time ago, and you are not fighting fascists anymore. How long do you think you'd last? Men half your age don't last 10 hours in that jungle.
You're right. It's just that
No. I know.
Bad news. You're grounded.
I told you I'd stop you, Mr. Houston. Your visas to Thailand have been canceled, and you're hereby ordered to forfeit your passports to me.
But we're only trying to save my son.
And my cousin. We grew up together.
Allowing you to go into that area is tantamount to our government authorizing an invasion of foreign soil. You want another war? There's the big picture to consider. Please, I'm required to use force if necessary.
He's right. It's all legal.
I'm not giving up my passport to nobody. What the hell is all of this?
Take it easy, Too Mean. There's a time to fight City Hall and a time not to.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean, the man's just doing his job.
Appreciate your cooperation.
No problem. Let's go.
Go? Where? This is not a casual question, Mr. Houston. It's official.
It's going for a little ride in my chopper. Unless you have the authority to prevent two private citizens from taking a little tour of the city lights.
Mr. Houston, I got nothing against you. Don't force me to do something we'll both regret.
Get going, boy.
We'll get to Mexico and arrange for a flight to Bangkok from there. Look, CJ, if I don't come back...
You don't come back. Uncle Roy and I are going to come looking for you.
Okay, Dicker, you got what you came for. Now, if there is nothing else.
Heard there's a couple of crazy Americans looking for some maps and a helicopter.
You got that right.
If you're Andy McKay, I understand you have them.
That would be illegal. But I might.
Look, if you're worried about getting paid...
I'm not. I checked you out. If you weren't going to pay me, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Look, we're trying to get to Dimtao province.
You are crazy.
Is something wrong with Dimtao province?
Nothing. Unless hell is high on your list of things to see. Did you ever hear of a dude named Dao Chi Min? Welcome to the third world, darling. It's not like your world. Out here, the government is happy if they control the cities and towns. Out in the jungle, in the open country, there's local rule. Warlords whose ancestors have owned the territories for centuries. Warlords like Dao Chi.
And he owns Dimtao province.
Cambodian government is so afraid of him, they don't even put his place on some of their maps. Has his own private army in there. Lives like a prince and controls all the opium that comes out of the region. They tell me he even built a mansion right in the middle of the jungle.
My cousin is being held in a prison camp in Dimtao province. He was MIA in Vietnam.
I don't care who he is or how long he's been in there. If you think you're just going to waltz in there and waltz out with him, you're not playing with a full deck. Oh, hi, Chai.
You're a dead man.
Just a little squabble over a bar bill.
About the helicopter.
Look, if your cousin is in there and Dao Chi's got him, I know what you must be feeling, but with just the two of you, you're spitting in the wind.
Now, what about you? I mean, you know the area. You look like you can handle yourself. We're going in there one way or another. We could use an extra hand.
Like I said, fella'd have to be crazy.
How about for $50,000 American?
For $50,000, I'm downright certifiable. You want to go?
As soon as we settle your bar tab. Must have been a hell of a bar tab.
Well, actually, it had something to do with Chai's sister. Bye, Chai.
Where do we pick up these maps?
I'll have them for you in the morning.
What about the helicopter?
About that, I need an advance on the $50,000 for some minor repairs.
Well, how much?
About half.
Well, what kind of helicopter you
Save it for later. We got trouble now.
Going my way? I would have joined you in the bar, but you seem to be occupied, so I grabbed a cab.
You're unbelievable.
People have been telling me that for years.
Baby has it narrowed down to the southeast corner of Diem Tao province. The terrain is high and dry, but there's a tropical forest along one edge.
Give me the coordinates.
Party favors.
We got a volume discount.
Thanks, CJ.
Houston, please be...
I know. Careful.
Matt, even with the maps, you don't know what you're going to find when you get in there.
I'm going to find Will. I'm going to bring him home, and anything else is unimportant.
Right there.
I figure if we come in due north over the mountains, and then we'll just hike it into the camp here.
Listen, if Will is still alive and in there, after what he's been through, he may not be the same.
He'll still be my son.
that's the last of it.
Are you sure you can trust this guy?
Chung? Nobody trusts Chung. But he knows if he steals anything, I'll squash him like a bug.
I remember the Christmas we came to visit you in Texas. You and Will got lost in the woods behind your daddy's house.
You were 5 years old and really scared.
Some feel that's never changed.
I'll be back. You'll both be back.
Put the champagne on ice, Roy. And tell the girls down at the bar to get ready for a party. Hit it.
Jungle away from Charlie for 12 bloody years.
Yeah. Breakfast firefights, midnight mortars.
In some ways, this is home. Want to bite a lizard?
I'll pass.
Gonna have to learn to grin and bear it out here. You'd be surprised at some of the things I've eaten to survive. You don't know what you're missing.
What we're missing is that gas that's supposed to be here.
It used to be here. They must have moved it. You never can tell in this country. Things just seem to shift. We'll find it around here someplace.
And what if we don't?
We'll do a lot of walking, darling.
We better get out of here before somebody spots the smoke from this fire.
I wouldn't worry about that. There's lousy farming country. So there aren't many villages. Without the villages to plunder, the government troops, rebels and bandits, it's got no reason to come around here.
And you wouldn't mind explaining to me who those fellas are?
Mercenaries, maybe? Or rebels? Okay. So, sometimes I'm wrong.
What do they want?
Food, money, guns, ammunition. The helicopter, our clothes, our boots, our wristwatches, the gold out of our teeth. I don't think they're stupid enough to try anything. There's only 4 of them.
Make that 8.
Make that an even dozen.
Well, looks like we're gonna have us a little warm-up, boys and girls.
The only warm-up we're gonna have is you warming up the chopper. Two Mean and I'll keep busy.
Suit yourself.
good. Where is he?
Fight's over before it got started.
Is that warm enough for you, darling?
You and your American friends are partners with the mercenary McKay. Where are they now?
Oh, they went bird hunting.
In a helicopter?
Some birds fly.
Mr. Houston, I don't know what Mr. McKay told you, but he is wanted by nearly every government in Southeast Asia. The Chinese for smuggling national treasures out of Beijing, the Laotians for selling arms to terrorists,
And the Thais for misappropriating government funds. Seems our friend here gave Andy 10,000 American dollars to procure several black market erotic films, which he's yet to deliver.
You have no jurisdiction here.
And you have no right to hold an American citizen for questioning without notifying his embassy. Let's get out of here.
I warn both of you. If you try to prevent us from evening up accounts with Mr. McKay.
That reminds me. Now we're even.
The hot seat. I think I owed it to you. I wish I could do more. I was sent over here to check up on you. But I don't agree with Decker and his government issue mentality.
Shame more people don't feel the way you do. Tell me, from what Kai said, is Andy McKay really in that much trouble?
Mr. Houston, Andy McKay may be trouble itself.
Then it was just after the resignation of General Tu. I took off for Africa and latched on with some freedom fighters. And those suckers got heart.
Really?
Yeah, I stayed down there for about 6 months. Best 6 months of my life. After that, I fought with the rebels in Afghanistan. Long hours and lousy pay. They were tough little buggers. Real hellraisers, too. Then a little for both sides in Chad. Some reconnaissance for the CIA in China. Some gun running in the Caribbean.
But you always came back to Nam.
Yeah. Guess I'm an addict.
Or a fool.
Or both.
Nasty little booger, huh?
There it is. Yeah.
What do you know? Man's even got a TV dish.
Yeah, all the comforts of home.
That must be Tara. You really built the damn thing. Pretty as a picture, ain't she? Hey, and there's the warlord himself. Take a look.
We'll get Will out of here, Houston.
If he's still alive. What's so funny?
Nothing. I was just wondering if by tomorrow any of us will be alive.
Judging by the guards and the bars, Will must be in there. All we gotta do is create a diversion so we can get in and get him out and not fight the whole outfit.
So we just put some charges around the perimeter. Put two men in the thicket back of the camp to keep them busy while we take the hunt. No sweat.
And then all we got to do is to run 2 miles cross country, swim across the swamp, and get to the chopper before they get to us. No sweat.
Let's get going.
This ought to be just fine.
Đồng chí ơi, có cái tụng trên TV đồng chí thích kìa. Ghi Lee Gun lên. Cảm ơn đồng chí. Tôi thích thằng cha đó lắm. Hey Skipper.
cover you. And make sure you get the right guy. I don't want to go through this again.
Don't worry about it. It's me, Matt.
My God.
I told you I'd come back for you, didn't I?
Should I know you?
No, and in another couple of minutes, you're never even going to get the chance to meet me.
About a 2-mile sprint to the helicopter.
Not through that door.
You know another way out of here?
No.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Hồi nào?
Come on, Will.
Best defense you've ever played.
Yeah, but it's going to be a hell of a race to the end zone.
Where's Will? What did you do with Will? Ow. Ah.
All I wanted to do was bring him home.
you're certain this man, this Houston, is worth millions of dollars. You realize I have only your word that he is. Why should I trust you?
You should trust me because you have in your possession something that I consider pretty valuable. My life. And if you do what I'm telling you, you'll be $10 million richer.
And the second part of this story can be seen on Thursday evening at 11 o'clock.
Kiss the wife, hug the baby, tell the dog not to bite. Now let
It's real nice. I thought chimps were supposed to be cute and cuddly. Not luscious and lousy music critics. Well, come on. Dr. Russell, I presume?
My favorite little guy. Give us a kiss. Come on, give us a kiss. Oh, good boy.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's a great boy. You know, when you told me last night that you had something very special planned for the both of us, babysitting an alcoholic ape was not the first thing that came into my mind.
Well, when you date a zoo vet, you have to accept the consequences. Croissants from Delmonico's, orange juice from Florida.
The bribery will get you nowhere.
Why don't you go out on the patio? Dylan is back, and he'll take care of Mickey from now on. And we can plan something very special for tonight.
Oh. Alone?
Alone.
I like that kind of bribery. You know, as a matter of fact, the best thing...
This was taped 2 days ago while you were in San Diego helping your lady friend.
It was in this Los Angeles courthouse today that Judge Malcolm Granger, citing a technicality, overturned the murder conviction of the accused assassin known as Andre. This was the scene 6 months ago at the Los Angeles Sister City pageant. The most beautiful girls in the world had come to Los Angeles to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the event. Peaceful, serene, and then terror struck. Shots rang out. The intended victim, an oil magnate, narrowly escaped death. Minutes later, Private Detective Matt Houston had the accused assassin in custody.
Don't worry, CJ. It's gonna be all right.
No, it isn't. He said he was going to be out in 6 months, and he is. Then he said he was going to come after you, Houston.
2 days. Didn't waste much time. If it was he who left that calling card at your place.
Oh, it was him.
Following his conviction, the assassin hired attorney Leland Roos to file an appeal. And here comes Judge Granger now, who today ruled that the convicted man's civil rights had indeed been violated. Judge Granger, any comment?
I'm just pleased that the system works to uphold our basic freedoms. Excuse me, all.
Freedoms to buy off crooked judges like Granger.
That's a pretty serious charge, boy.
Not when it comes to Granger. There are rumors that he's been accepting bribes for years, but nobody's been able to nail him on it.
Well, maybe they haven't asked the right questions.
Home, Francis? Francis decided today'd be a good day to take a walk.
Who are you?
I'm the man that put Andre in jail, and you're the man that let him go. Judge, this is a .45 automatic pistol. It fires a bullet at about 830 feet per second. Now, cranial bone damage, well, hell, it'll just blow your head off from here.
What do you want?
For starters, where's Andre?
The, New Robinson Hotel, room 109.
You got a reputation around that says you're very expensive. Who paid you off?
I don't know.
Why don't you try again?
I swear to you, I don't know. A package arrived at my house. There was $300,000. Cash. Small bills. But you can't prove it.
In case you haven't noticed, you make me sick.
Floyd, what are you doing here?
Somebody tipped us off. A certain somebody who claimed some hotshot PI stuck a .45 where it didn't belong and gave him an impromptu lesson in ballistics.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You realize this is breaking and entering and also illegal search and seizure?
Well, it's just search right now. We haven't seized anything.
anything yet. Certainly wouldn't want to deprive the Wolfman of any of his rights now, would we? Now it's seizure. This is what I was afraid of.
I feel violated.
Name's Andre, international hitman.
Oh, I remember. She told me that the police had arrested him.
They did. Then a crooked judge found a giant loophole, and Andre slipped through it.
I don't understand. Why did he sneak in here this morning and kill the wolf? Why these pictures?
That's Andre's calling card. It's his way of telling me that he's back and he's coming after me.
Andre isn't just after you, is he?
Enjoying the zoo, Houston? Just thought I'd exercise my right as a free citizen to see the zoo, that's all.
Don't you save it for the judges and lawyers?
Did anybody tell you it was against the law to break into someone's room?
Look, if you're coming after me, why don't you and I go out to the desert and settle this thing alone?
That would be too easy. Anyway, I've got something else in mind.
You better stay away from her.
Maybe I will. And then again, maybe I won't. I'll be seeing you, Houston. Bye.
Thanks for all the attention, Matt. But you know you're gonna have to let me out of your sight sometime.
Well, maybe. But look, for the time being, what I would really like you to do is take go to your car. You all right? No wonder you have ulcers.
Pastrami gives me joy. You give me ulcers, especially when you call me in the middle of a departmental budget meeting to tell me your lady friend's car was used for a Roman candle.
Look, where is he?
I hate private eyes. Does that bother you?
No, where is he?
He's not here.
Where?
He's not here.
You sent your man after him.
We let him go.
What about the pictures we found in his apartment?
You see, he likes to take pictures. It's his hobby. Look, Houston, I know this morning a wolf at the zoo was mutilated, and your lady friend's car is now a
And
convertible.
you also know, as well as I do, that he did it.
Of course I do, but I can't prove it. The lab boys went over that car twice. No fingerprints, no evidence, no witnesses. Nobody saw anyone near her car all day. Andre threw that in our face all afternoon. Houston, I got a couple of my men out looking for him. When we find him, we'll watch him night and day. That's all I can do.
Till somebody gets killed?
Houston. Houston.
wonderful place to have a home. Open air, Pacific at your doorstep. In prison, my cell was 8 feet by 8 feet. There was one small window up very high. It opened up onto a courtyard overlooking other windows and gray concrete walls.
If you're gonna kill me, why don't you just pull the trigger?
Oh, I will. When I'm ready.
You're not gonna get another chance.
I am a Chindi, a wolf witch. Before you die, Houston, I want to humiliate you. The way you humiliated me. I am going to torment you. You're already a dead man. And I'm going to kill you when I'm ready.
It's the magic, Houston. He's seeing you.
Are you going to tell me what's wrong, or are we going to spend the rest of our lives as Trappist monks?
I just think you should go away for a little while. Before this thing's over, it's bound to get very ugly, and I don't want you to get caught in a crossfire.
I am scared enough to run from here to New York, but I have my work, Matt. I've got my life.
Didn't you tell me that you had some work to do at the San Diego clinic?
I do, but I wasn't expecting to go right away.
Well, don't leave on my account.
I just love zoos. Get back to the clinic.
Matt, I don't want to...
Just please do what I say. Pretty girl. Pretty house. You've got a lot to lose. You touch her. If you even get close to her, I swear I'm gonna kill you.
That'll be first-degree murder.
Go ahead, try it.
You'll try, but you'll never kill me. Time, Houston, I want you to know what time feels like. Like the 6 months I spent in prison, where every day was like a new bad dream. I want to terrorize your soul. I want to haunt you the way you've been haunting me. I want to bleed you dry. And then, when I do make my move, the girl, she'll die first.
You're crazy! You see what he did? He's out of his mind. You saw what he did? That guy's mad.
Matt! Matt! Matt, there was a message in my office. Your Uncle Roy was hit pay dirt on the Wolfman.
Have you ever heard of an organization called Fullman?
Not exactly, but if my high school Latin course serves me correct, it means Thunderbolt.
And a very appropriate name for a group of assassins who've been raining terror throughout Europe, Africa, and the Middle East.
Assassins like Andre.
He was their prize about 3 years ago.
And he was trained at this base just inside the Libyan border. It's a specialty training camp. They teach killers to know more about their target than the target knows about himself.
When the assassin is done with the program, they put him on a shelf, pay him well, semi-retirement until it's time to activate him.
But it must be time for Andre to hit his target.
Yeah, it looks that way. My friends can't give me a name, but they think that the target will be the head of a state in the Middle East. I thought we might ask this man, Yaqub Elias, former Iraqi terrorist, now part of Fullman's middle management. His cover imports Persian rugs.
Where's he fit in?
He met with Andre while he was in jail. 2 days later, $300,000 was delivered to Judge Granger.
So that means that Elias brought the money to pay off the judge. And it's also very possible that he brought Andre his marching orders from Fullman.
And if we find out what they are, we're liable to have enough evidence to put Andre back in jail.
Now, you listen to me, Elias. I'm not one of your puppets. I don't dance with a pull of the string.
All we ask of you is that you fulfill the agreement. We know about your obsession with Matt Houston. But your target in the Middle East cannot wait. You must leave at once.
Well, I'm afraid I just can't do that.
And maybe it was a mistake having to pay that judge. A mistake that will have to be rectified.
Don't threaten me.
When Fullman finds out about this insubordination, they'll come after you.
You don't understand. I'm out of control. I've gone over the edge.
Staked out a building like this during a monsoon in Malaysia.
What'd you catch that time?
Worst cold of my life. Over here, Matlock.
It's Elias.
He won't be bombing any more airports.
Call Hoyt.
Got no place left to run.
I'm not like other men, Houston. You should know that by now.
He is still out there. He said he was going to kill me, and I got to find him.
That's exactly what he wants you to do. You've got to stop playing by his rules.
I'm going to turn this town upside down. I'm going to find him.
You won't have to look far. You have to be at City Hall at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Andre and Judge Granger want to have a talk with you.
To start with, I'd like to thank Deputy Chief Cassidy for the use of his conference room and Ms. Arlen for consenting to keep the official record. I hope we can maintain this spirit of cooperation throughout this meeting.
Great. So why don't we start by throwing your buddy back in jail where he belongs?
Houston. Just come to the point, Your Honor.
Restraining order?
Executed this morning at the behest of the plaintiff's attorney. Come within 100 yards of him now, Mr. Houston, and I'll be forced to issue a warrant for your arrest.
I'll see that Houston abides by the order, Your Honor.
Good. And I trust you won't mind obeying your own restraining order. Call off those plainclothesmen you've had tailing this man.
I'm not gonna let up on you.
That in the transcript, Miss Arlen. Good day, gentlemen.
Got any bright ideas now, P.I.?
I think it's about time we started making our own rules. You're running scared, White, just like everybody else.
Houston, get smart. Andre got you by the Bill of Rights. You testified against him and you lost. You were seen threatening him. You were seen assaulting him without provocation. Now do me a favor. Get out of my sight.
Glad.
Lieutenant, we got details on the witness to that Persian rug dealer murder.
What?
Got a preliminary statement. We got the home address of the guy. Says that he saw the killer enter the office 5 minutes before the killing.
Put it on my desk.
Right.
Now, you're supposed to stay away from me. So sue me.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will and can be held against you in the court of law.
Now, look, I was just out walking.
Shut up. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You can decide any time to exercise these rights.
Just out walking, you 22 with a
make any
silencer?
statements. Do you understand each of these rights? Have it, as I've explained them to you, have these rights in mind? Do you wish to talk to us now?
This is entrapment. No, it's a whole new ball game. You recognize this, Lieutenant?
Well, if I didn't know any better, I guess you were searching through some papers on my desk. Luckily, I have a hidden video camera there. Andre, freeze!
need your bike.
Hey, get out of
Now,
here,
come on,
man.
it's police business. Hoyt.
Oh, man. Hey, it's in gear and it sticks in third. You know how to handle that thing? Guess he knows how to handle it, huh?
Stand by for DMV. Strike 5 man interference, verify no 211 on Vermont. 1681, sir.
Channel's deep. Undercurrent swift. We think the car's even been swept out into deeper waters. May never find it. Andre either. You ever try to get out of a sinking car with handcuffs on?
He's not a normal man, Hoyt.
Now you're beginning to sound like him. He's dead, Houston. Go home. You can relax now. It's over.
Hello?
Hi, it's me.
Well, you know, I was just thinking about you.
I got your message this morning that Andre's dead. And all's clear, so I caught the first plane back. I missed you.
Get out of there as fast as you can.
What are you talking about?
I didn't leave any messages for you in San Diego. I never
I
called.
told you I was immortal. Come and get her, Houston. Alone.
If you hurt her...
The old zoo. 1 hour.
All right, I'll be there.
This is all Houston's fault, you know. He was the one that tried to lock me away in a steel cage. He was the one that mocked the ancient magic.
Maybe you just didn't understand your magic.
Don't patronize me. I know what you're thinking. You think I'm crazy, that I have some delusion of being a Navajo magic man. Believe that I have the power to bring life or death. Perhaps you'd like to test that power.
If you're going to kill me, why don't you just get it over with?
Maybe I don't want to kill you. Maybe I just want to make sure that Houston comes to the rescue so that I can kill him.
He'll be here.
I'm counting on it. Last night, I knelt down facing north and prayed to the Master Destroyer to give me protection against the weapons of my enemies. You see, the ancient way dictates that the wolf witch who does not seek revenge loses his power. And if I lose my power, I'll die.
Let me go.
When Houston is dead.
I thought I told you I could handle this.
That Andre fella's led a real charmed life for too long a time.
Well, he's not going to be very charmed when I get finished with him. Now, this is my fight. Stay out of it, all right?
You that tired of living, boy?
No, I'm just tired of being scared. And I'm very tired of being pushed around.
Five minutes.
Guess who's been waiting?
Two inches. The distance between the bars of a cell. Now you know what it's like to have someone else control your life. Hey, you better go check on your friend. She may already be dead.
I gotta get you out of here.
The magic is everywhere, Houston. The walls of your tomb are closing in. Are you a believer yet?
Well, I believed you when you told me you'd let her go if I did everything you asked.
And I'm a man of my word. You can let the girl go. She served her purpose. You're a brave man, Houston. I'll have to put that on your gravestone. And now your gun.
Let's do some of your chindi wolf magic now, huh?
You're seeing it, Houston. A bullet inside me. I can feel the hot metal, and still I stand.
You're bleeding to death.
Behold the power of the wolf witch of the Chindi. You're going to see it manifest itself in me again.
listen to your gowns in CJ's office. Probably better get a move on if we're gonna make it on time.
Matt, I can't make it.
Don't tell me another one of your giraffes has a sore throat. I'm losing you, huh?
I've accepted a position at the Taronga Zoo in Sydney, Australia.
Couldn't have picked a place that's further away.
Our worlds are already 10,000 miles apart. I need peace and tranquility in my life. And my work at the zoo gives me these things, but your life...
I know. I know.
Hate me.
Never.
Briscoe? Where is Briscoe? I do not wish to harm you. You must tell me, where is Briscoe?
She's headed for the highway. Get the car.
Think about it, CJ.
Last time I went fishing was Lake Geneva, '66. Caught a couple of perch and a Romanian double agent named Halpin.
Yeah, all three on the same bait, as I recall.
Oh, that reminds me. Almost forgot my lucky lure.
Houston, it could be important.
What's more important than a lazy day fishing, CJ?
Hello? Yes? Who's calling? Just a sec. Houston, Melanie Webster.
Oh, hurry, Houston.
Mel?
Houston, you do remember me.
Of course, how can I forget?
Houston, I'm so frightened. There are two men after me.
Slow down.
Oh, Houston, they broke into the house. I ran.
Well, look, where are you?
I'm at a bar on Troutdale Road, just off Yucca Canyon.
Look, I'm only 10 minutes away. Now, you just stay put, all right?
I can't stay. They've spotted me. There's a shed across the road. I'll meet you there. Hurry.
Trouble?
Yeah, and if I know Melanie, she's in a heap of trouble. Come on.
Legendary Spanish spinner. Pure gold and silver, supposedly designed by a mad alchemist in 1607 for the King of Bavaria. Where'd everybody go?
Is this Melanie an old girlfriend of yours?
No, an old friend from high school. She was varsity cheerleader, homecoming queen. You know, practically the whole football team had a crush on her.
But she had a crush on you.
Well, no. Come to think of it, she had a crush on the whole football team. And the basketball team and the baseball team.
Houston, Yucca Canyon.
Right.
Oh, Houston, hurry, please.
Melanie?
Oh, Houston, I must look awful.
I called an ambulance.
Look, what's going on, Mel?
Don't let them get John. Don't let them get him, please.
Who's John?
John Briscoe. My pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
She's a trooper.
Well, what's that mean?
That means she'll be okay after the sedative I gave her and a little rest. And whoever tried to mug her must have come away with some bruises, too. She's a feisty little kid.
Oh, look, Doc, can I talk to her?
But you can try. She's a little punchy.
She always has been.
My white knight, just like old times. Wife?
Friend.
Hi, I'm CJ.
Hi.
Melanie, the men that were chasing you, do you know who they are?
No. I think they want to talk to John.
Briscoe. But why?
I don't know.
Well, where is he?
I don't know. Don't let them hurt him. I'm in love with John.
Who is he, anyway?
I told you. My pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Look, Melanie...
Houston, will you go back to the house and get my things? I don't want to go back. I'm too afraid now.
Yeah, I can do that for you. But look, you gotta answer some questions for me.
Are you wearing blush? Or are your cheekbones naturally that high?
Melanie, if you're in some kind of trouble, we need you to tell us about it so we can get...
Houston, remember how in high school everyone thought I was the girl least likely to succeed? Oh, I heard the jokes. When they're handing out brains in heaven, I was getting seconds on body. Well, they were wrong. My ship has finally come in. And John Briscoe is my big chance to be somebody. That's why you've got to promise me that you won't let them hurt him. This could be my last chance. So you've got to promise, please.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, good.
Houston, tell me the truth. How many last chances has she really had?
More than the state of Nevada.
Get Uncle Roy on the horn. Tell him to get a hold of Hoyt and run a check on Briscoe for me, will you?
Briscoe. B-R-I-S-C-O-E. We know he was in Las Vegas until a couple of days ago, and other than that, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I guess one kind of patient is as good as the next. I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks, Uncle Roy. Talk to you later.
Do not move.
Who are you? Well, I suppose I could ask you the same question. I ask you first. So, have it your way, huh?
Not a good idea. Who are you?
It sounds familiar. I think I just went through this whole routine.
I assure you, this is no time for jokes.
I'm a friend of Melanie Webster's.
I caught him taking those suitcases.
Search them.
Right.
Where's Briscoe?
I don't know anybody named Briscoe. I told you I'm a friend of Melanie's. We went to high school together.
Do you always go to such extremes to help your friends?
If you're referring to the shooting incident this morning, yes, I do. I've never felt that two armed men were a match for an unarmed lady.
Nothing here.
Search him. What are you and this woman doing here in Briscoe's house?
Why don't you just let her go, huh? I'll tell you my whole life story.
This is it.
Houston, private investigator. And what are you investigating, Mr. Houston?
I'm not investigating anything. Now, what's it take to get through to you? I told you I'm a friend of the lady's. I came to pick up her luggage.
Get to the point.
There is no point. Now, you fellas put her in the hospital. If you get trouble with some Briscoe fellow, that's your problem, not mine.
All right. Which hospital?
Woodland Memorial.
I believe you. But I suggest that we all forget about this unfortunate encounter. Now go.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Listen, I'm sorry about the misunderstanding. Thank you. Thank you.
Go.
Go on. Thank you.
Keep looking. Right. Gonna find that hospital.
I'd hate to be around when he finds out you gave him the name of the wrong hospital.
You know, well, I've got a very bad feeling about Melanie's latest Last Chance. I mean, all that Oriental art in there, they could start a small museum.
Or a very large bank account. Houston, do you think she knows more than she's telling?
Well, it's hard to believe. She usually tells more than she knows. In any case, we'll find out real soon.
I didn't check her out. I wanted to keep her overnight for observation.
Well, why did you let her go?
I didn't. She conned one of the nurses, grabbed a cab, and then she vanished. Hey, we can't tie them down, you know. Although sometimes I'd like to. At least the concussion won't kill her.
There's a couple fellas out there who just might try. We're going to have to check with the airlines, all the bus departures, train schedules. She could be anywhere by now.
Frightening thought.
Yeah, I wish she'd just let us know what she's gotten herself into.
You've got company.
prowler.
Yeah, well, I was under the same impression. I mean, with...
You mean the glass door. I had to break it. I don't have a key. Hi, CJ. You look terrific.
Melanie, we were at the hospital looking for you.
Oh, I couldn't stay there. I was too afraid they'd find me. Oh, you brought my things. You're a doll.
Look, Melanie, I think it's about time that you did some coherent explaining. Oh, boy. The two men that were chasing you, they were at the house that you sent me to.
I bet they were. That's why I didn't want to go back and get my things. And when I went to get the car, I didn't dare even look inside the house.
Melanie, what do they want?
Something that belongs to John. They have no right, it's his. They're trying to take it away from him. They're very greedy. Ah, look at that spot.
Who's greedy? What do they want?
I don't know.
I think you better start at the beginning.
Oh, as soon as I get into something else.
Okay.
I met John Briscoe, about 2 weeks ago in Las Vegas. I was working cocktail waitress. Right away, I could tell he was class material. He treated me like a real lady. Best restaurants, classiest clubs.
Did he say what business he was in?
Import.
Import?
That's what Johnny said. Import. Or was it export?
Briscoe brought you to L.A., right?
He loves me. More important, he respects me. He said he wanted me to come here with him and help him take care of this business. And then he's going to marry me and take me on a honeymoon to Tahiti. I know what you're thinking, but this time it's the real thing, Matt Houston. My Prince Charming has finally showed up.
What'd he ask you to do?
I'm supposed to go to an auction at the U.S. Customs Impound, Port of L.A., and then I'm supposed to buy one of the things they're selling. But I promised I wouldn't tell which number it is. And then I'm supposed to go to Las Vegas, and he's going to come and meet me.
Melanie, why doesn't Mr. Briscoe go pick up whatever it is himself?
Because those men are after him. He said to me, Melanie, you are the key to my whole plan. And then he said he loved me, and he left.
Where'd he go, Mel?
Away.
Well, why don't you just stay here, Melanie, and relax. CJ will keep you company, all right?
Where are you going?
I'm gonna try and sort this whole thing out.
Have you done something with your hair?
Well, it wasn't quite the fishing expedition I had in mind, but I was able to reel in a fair amount of background on John Briscoe.
Now, why don't you go ahead and start unreeling, Uncle Roy?
As expected, Melanie's Prince Charming is not quite the catch she thinks he is.
Well, he's her type. He's male.
Also an ex-con. Or perhaps I should say AWOL con. He escaped from Leavenworth prison recently, just 3 weeks before he was due for parole.
Very interesting. It says here, John T. Briscoe, 35 years old. He was a former supply officer in Saigon. He was convicted of heroin trafficking in 1974, sentenced to 25 years by a military court.
Seems he was using Army supply lines to move his smack.
I bet you he made a bundle before he got caught. I mean, that would explain the big house, the Mercedes, and all that fancy Oriental artwork.
Maybe not entirely. According to some other records I was able to peruse, heroin was not Briscoe's only crime.
Wait a minute. That's one of the men that was chasing Melanie.
Lin Ha, former general in the now-defunct People's Republic National Guard. He and Briscoe were accused of smuggling some extremely rare gems from the South Vietnamese treasure vaults. Never proved. Ha emigrated to this country, and Briscoe was arrested for his other crimes.
all fits.
You seem to know something I don't.
Melanie said that Briscoe wanted her to buy something at an auction tomorrow. Well, it's got to be those gems.
A blind auction for unclaimed crates?
You see, Briscoe didn't have a chance before he was arrested to collect the gems. I mean, that's why he had to break out of prison just prior to his parole.
So they've been sitting in some warehouse all these years until the government got tired of storing them.
Yeah. In Haw, all these years, just waiting to find out what Briscoe did with those gems. And that means that Melanie's just a pawn.
Pawns can change, Matlock. They can become the most powerful pieces on the board.
Houston, it's Lieutenant Hoyt.
A couple of hikers saw the accident. Station wagon went over the cliff, exploded on impact.
We found a body in the back, under the fold-down seats. Car was stolen in Vegas 3 days ago.
Sure it's Briscoe?
Found the wallet. Pretty charred. It's him, all right. Our sources tell us that he had a girlfriend with him. Pretty blonde girl. You wouldn't know her.
Should I?
Don't get cute, P.I. Your Uncle Roy called. He wanted to know if Briscoe had a record. How much do you know?
Less than I'd like to, Hoyt.
I suppose if I asked you what your interest in Briscoe is, you'd claim client privileges.
That's all I can do for now.
This is murder, Houston, with a lot of malice and forethought. Don't keep me waiting too long.
There I was, in the back of a Rolls Royce, wearing nothing but a mink coat, staring into the bluest eyes of this hunk of a tennis player. And all of a sudden, the door flies open, and this shrew drags him out of the car, screaming at him.
His wife.
Yeah, I was that close again. Houston, you're back.
Just in the nick of time. Excuse me, I think I have a rendezvous with an aspirin.
You're not leaving.
I'll be at home if you need me.
So thank you very much.
I talk too much, don't I? My mother used to say that.
Melanie, how much do you really know about John Briscoe?
I know that he loves me.
You also know about the jewels, too, don't you? That's why you're going to the auction tomorrow, to pick them up.
What jewels?
Melanie, you are digging yourself a very deep hole. John Briscoe is an escaped convict. He's a drug smuggler.
He told me that people would make up terrible stories about him, but that I shouldn't believe any of them. Houston, he loves me. He wants to take me away. Do you know how long I've been waiting for a man like that? I'm not very good when it comes to men. I guess practice doesn't always make perfect.
Melanie, the police found the car you pushed off the cliff this morning.
But they weren't supposed to until... Well, I guess it's all right. John knew they would eventually.
He told you to do it?
Yes. It was all part of the plan. The one that I'm the most important part of. He told me to go push the car off the cliff and go back to the house, get my stuff...
Melanie, why don't you just wake up? The police found his body in the back of that car.
But there was no body. Oh, God. Oh, no. No, I didn't...
The police think that you killed him, Melanie.
Me? Why would I want to do anything to hurt John?
Maybe for the jewels, huh?
I never cared about the jewels. I loved him.
I believe what you're telling me is the truth, but I think I know who's behind all this. Now, you've got to trust me.
I'm through trusting, man. Oh, I'm gonna get my purse. Oh.
Now you will tell me where the jewels are, or you will die.
I'm not going to tell them about the auction.
I suppose you want to be shipped out of here as a party favor?
I promised John I wouldn't tell anyone about it.
Told me about it.
That's different. You're one of the good guys.
Oh, Melanie. Come on, this is not a Western. Nobody's going to ride in here on a white horse and whisk you off to safety. Especially not John Briscoe.
You don't have to remind me, Houston. I know he's dead.
You're not listening to me. Read my lips. John Briscoe is very much alive.
What are you talking about?
You are being used.
I don't think I want to hear this.
Look, you said it yourself. Now, John Briscoe had a plan. You're a part of that plan. Tell me the truth. Now, if you were John Briscoe, would you trust Melanie to not talk about it at all?
Yes.
No, Melanie. Don't you understand? You are a decoy. Everyone's following you around. They think he killed John Briscoe to collect the jewels. That leaves him free to do whatever he wants to. Melanie, please, tell him where the jewels are.
Let's go.
So, is this where you pass out the party hats and the horns?
I expect soon to have a going out of business sale.
Why? I think this place is kind of nice.
Nice. This nice? Spend my days blowing up balloons for screaming brats. All because your boyfriend cheated me out of a fortune.
Yeah, a fortune that you made off innocent people.
I was an important man in Saigon, Mr. Houston. I earned it. Besides, there was no innocence there. It was every man for himself.
What are you going to do to us?
It all depends on what you tell us about where the jewels are.
We're not telling you anything.
That's extremely foolish.
All right, look. Briscoe shipped the jewels over in a crate. Now they're going to be sold at a blind government auction.
When?
Tomorrow morning.
Which item number?
I don't know that.
I don't think that's the answer Mr. Ha had in mind.
Well, it's the only one I've got.
Now, which is the item we will bid on?
I'll take you to it.
I'm telling you, Matt is in trouble.
Just because he's been out all night?
Because his beach house looks like the demolition derby's been staging a convention there. Because nobody's heard from him.
Roy, Houston is a big boy.
Yeah, the big boy, hotshot detective. But he is also my nephew. I changed his diapers. I watched him grow up with my boy. And right now, I'm scared as hell.
This is Hoyt. Put me through to the captain.
I don't care if the commissioner is in his office. I have a friend that needs help.
Sold to the gentleman for $200. Next item up is number 577. All traded, ready to go. Total weight 40 pounds. I'm going to start the bidding at $20 with minimum raises of $5. Do I hear 20? Do I hear 20? I got 20. Need 25. Come on, 25. There's $25 right there. Need 30. Come on, 30. Come on. There's $30. We need 35. $35 right back there. We got 35. We need 40. There's $40. We look for 45. Want to go 45? We got 45. Looking for 50. We need 50. Come on, 50. There's 50. Double five, twin five, double five, double five. Double five's back there. Looking for 60. $60. $60 here. We need 65. Come on, 65. Don't let it happen for $65. We need 70. Come on, 70. We need 70. There's 70 back there again. $75. We need 75. There's 75. Looking for 80. Looking for 80. Come on. Looking for 80. We got 80. $85 right here. We need 85. There's 85 back there. We need 90. Come on, 90. Come on, 90. No 90. No 90. Sold to the gentleman for $85.
Open it here. Thank you.
Relax. It's me, one of the good guys, remember?
You knew the jewels wouldn't be here.
It was all part of Briscoe's plan. He was just using you as a decoy for Ha, so Briscoe could go and collect the jewels for himself.
You have to find John.
I plan to. You just relax, all right? Fellas, take it easy. TJ, I want you to get a hold of Hoyt and tell him to meet me at Briscoe's house.
What do you hope to find there?
The jewels and a dead man who's very much alive. You're pretty handy for a dead man.
Matt Houston? Well, it appears that everything Melanie told me about you is true.
She also tell you how I feel about sleazy con men who mess up other people's lives?
You know, somehow that never came up. Hey, come on, Houston, be reasonable. There's enough money in these jewels than one person could ever need. What do you say? Partners?
Like you and Ha, huh?
We're losers. All losers.
What about Melanie?
Melanie. Sweet Melanie. Lovely creature. All the lights were on, but nobody's home. You see, that's what made her so perfect. She kept all the people away from me. All the people, except you.
Hoyt?
Good to see you.
Anyway, Hop created quite a disturbance in the courtroom today. He was let out screaming, insisting that there were 12 jewels in that shipment.
So?
Well, there were only 6 that were found.
Sounds like an accounting problem to me. Just picking up a few last-minute things for our fishing trip.
Uncle Roy, I thought we canceled the fishing trip.
I didn't. You did. So I found somebody else to go with me.
Oh, Roy.
Coming, dear. She has her own boat. I told you it was my lucky lure.
Yeah.
Young love. It's nice to see people can still be happy. I guess I've made your lives miserable. Created a mess, then dragged you through it. All because I wear my dumb old heart on my dumb old sleeve. Well, anyway, I'm through with men now. I guess my ship is permanently out to sea.
Well, maybe your luck is changing, huh?
What's this? Oh, Houston, you shouldn't have.
You can say that again.
Well, you earned it, really.
Does this mean we're engaged?
say cheese. He does not look as though he's worth millions of American dollars.
Looks can be deceiving.
Yes, you, for example, don't look like the kind of man who would sell out a friend to save his own skin.
Houston's not my friend. He's just somebody that hired me to do a job.
Job you have not yet finished.
I got a better offer.
Indeed. If this man draws the prize as you promise, I will give you your life and the $1 million as we have agreed.
What about Houston's cousin?
William, he is still mine. He will always be mine. I need his knowledge to keep my equipment running. I've moved him to prevent from further incidents. Naturally, should your scheme fail, I will have you killed.
Roy, it's CJ. They've caught Matt.
How do you know?
They sent a photograph. They're holding him. And they say that they want $10 million in the next 48 hours. Or they're going to execute him.
Giờ ăn cơm rồi. Bữa nay không có bánh mì, ăn cơm. Đây, ăn đi.
Where is he? Where's my cousin? Will Houston, where is he?
Không biết gì hết. Tôi thề không biết gì hết.
You're not gonna tell me? I'll just find him myself.
Can't let you do it.
Well done, Mr. McKay. Protecting your investment?
You double-crossed me.
In case you've forgotten, you're my prisoner here. You will obey orders.
Where's my cousin? Where is he?
No matter how much money you're worth, enough is enough.
Looks like the Texas Terrors are in real trouble this time, huh, cuz? I didn't know where they'd taken you. My second home. Every now and then, when I've been a bad boy, they drop me in here. On those rare occasions when I get a little guts or try to escape. Looks like Dao Chi's been playing railroad with you. Except he
usually lays a track down both sides.
I fixed him. First one knocked me out.
I used to pray he'd miss and kill me.
You know, I thought you died in that explosion 12 years ago.
They found me 200 feet away. I don't know how I lived. I don't know why I didn't die later of the infections, of the fevers, of the malnutrition, of the dope. They put me in a government prison for a while with a lot of other Americans. And then they told us the war was over. I couldn't believe that my country would pull out while I was still a POW.
None of us could.
So, then I was sold to this warlord, Dao Chi. He needed someone to fix his toys, and his favorites are his helicopter and his TV dish. And both of them are always breaking down, so they told him that I could keep them running good, like a nice little slave, if he kept me in opium. I've been a junkie off and on for years. Some guys were killed after Saigon fell. Some killed themselves. Will Houston just checked out. Just floated away.
You did what you had to survive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Once, I got away clean. I was gone for 3 days. And I came back. God help me. I came back.
$10 million.
Yeah, if we could just get it to Bangkok on time.
I think we'd better have a chat, Miss Parsons.
Is tomorrow soon enough?
We warned Mr. Houston that if he went over there, he'd be on his own.
All right, police department. Miss Parsons is in my custody.
Save it.
You're out of your jurisdiction.
And you're out of your league.
You can't do this.
I have to. Don't you think I understand how you feel? Why you're doing what you're doing? Now, you try to understand why I have to do what I'm doing.
If you detain me, I'll file enough civil suits to double the national debt. You're violating my constitutional rights, Decker.
Yes, probably. Your government will apologize profusely, of course. Then the federal courts will throw it out, and in the meantime, I will have done what I had to do, which is to prevent you from paying ransom to a hostile foreign agent.
If we don't get them the money, they're going to kill Houston.
I'm sorry. He knew the risks when he went over there.
My folks still alive?
Your dad is. He helped me get here.
I kind of thought my mom was gone. I had a dream not so long ago. What about your dad? What about Uncle Bill?
I lost him a year ago.
Did you ever marry that girl, C.J. Parsons?
No. We're just good friends.
Well, probably better that way. All this time remembering. In case I ever got out of here. In case anybody ever came for me. Wondering what was going on in the world and knowing I might never find out. All these years.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
Who won the 72 World Series?
Oakland.
I had $20 on the Reds.
Up McGee, the right fielder. McGee is 2 for 3 today, batting .297 this season.
Looks like you're enjoying yourself.
That's Hammond warming up.
Hey, I'm entitled.
Play him today.
After all, I've done my part. Hey, I've been thinking. Maybe you could send my money to me in Bangkok. Besides, you don't need me anymore around here.
Your friends think you are a traitor.
Yeah, well, c'est la vie. Like I said, I think I'm gonna be making my exit.
How do you plan on leaving?
In my chopper?
Your helicopter is already in Bangkok. I'm sure I'll get a good price for it.
Well, I'll start out on foot. I'm sure I can bum a ride with somebody down the road.
Not if I throw you in the pit with your friends.
They'll kill me.
Thus saving me the effort.
Hey, look at it. You and I had a deal.
Sue me. Đem tới đi.
Make yourself at home.
I only did it to try to buy us some time.
Great, so now he gets the $10 million. Then he kills us. Why do I get the feeling that you could just walk away from here without looking back? You don't care about anybody but yourself.
Maybe that's why I've survived this long, man. I don't know anything to anybody. Nobody offered to help me when I was pinned down by a mortar fire in the Mekong Delta.
That was a long time ago. It's long gone.
Not for me, it isn't. 4 Purple Hearts and a Silver Star. My unit was trapped in a trench by VC. They were cutting us to shreds. I blew away 10 enemy soldiers and held the ground. I was the only one that survived. American hero. Yeah. I gave my soul for my country's war. And when it was all over, everybody just turned their backs and pretended it never happened.
Go fish.
I just saw Mr. Decker in the hallway. He wants me to take Miss Parsons downstairs.
One of us should go with you.
No, he wants you guys to stay here. You can call and check it out. Of course, Decker may not be too happy being pulled out of a meeting to play Simon Says. Miss Parsons?
That was too easy.
You take it when you can get it.
Hold it right there.
I admire your persistence, Miss Parsons. Realize this is liable to get you a supervisory job in traffic division?
It was worth the risk.
Perhaps.
Decker, please. If we can get this money to Bangkok, we might be able to save a life. What is so wrong with that?
Nothing. In fact, it's very noble. Unfortunately, nobility doesn't fall within the province of my office.
Now, come late. A game. A diversion. Yankee against Yankee. A fight to the death.
Oh, you can forget it.
The object of this game is freedom. Should you defeat Mr. McKay, both you and your cousin are to be set free.
Is that before or after you collect the $10 million?
Should McKay win, he is to be set free. Your cousin will grow old and die as my slave. Pick up your pole, Mr. Houston.
What if I don't?
Lyndon!
Now pray that your people in America send the $10 million. Soon you'll be begging me to let you die.
Roy, it'll take another day to get together more cash. And then a 12-hour flight before it gets to you.
We'll be waiting for it, CJ. Stay in touch.
All right.
Are you all right?
No.
Roy, your nephew made it through the war in one piece. That's no mean trick. He could be good enough to beat the odds a second time.
I don't believe in odds. Or luck. I've still got some contacts in this area. Maybe there's still a few strings I can pull. Things don't look too good, man. Our friend the warlord just found out that the ransom money didn't arrive.
Friend of yours from your days with the company?
Something like that.
Wait. That's Karpov. He's a Russian.
If both sides didn't get together and exchange notes now and again, this world would have been blown to cinders a long time ago. Mr. Stevens, have a drink.
Roy, it's been too long.
You're looking good, Alexei.
I feel rotten. This climate does not agree with me. I should be back in Moscow.
Well, at least they're still letting you work. They retired me.
There is work and there is work. All I do now mostly is count bags of rice and meet with idiots.
I need your help.
So you said on the phone. Your call, by the way, answered a lot of questions.
What kind of questions?
Why you are here, for instance. You don't think the presence of Roy Houston in Bangkok did not raise a lot of eyebrows in the Kremlin?
I have to get my boy and my nephew out of that camp, Alexei.
Our friends in this area have no love for the warlord in question. He is, in fact, a boil we'd all like to lance.
And you can help me?
I have done what you asked. I have already found men you can trust. 2 helicopters and weapons. They'll be ready tomorrow morning. I will meet you at your hotel room at 8 o'clock. And if word of my soft heart should get out,
my lips are sealed. Keep practicing.
I'm telling you, this warlord don't take disappointment too good. And since he didn't get the $10 million, it's only a matter of time before he sends a firing squad after us.
Mấy thằng Mỹ lại trốn ra ngoài. Tôi cho chúng nó đuổi theo cả. Thinking now, guys.
We're gonna go out the same way we came in.
You're planning on taking the warlord's chopper?
No, going back into that camp is the last place they'd expect us to go.
Yeah, well, first we better give them a little diversion, huh?
Come on.
Áo của nó đây nè. Chắc nó trốn ở đâu đây đó.
They're hooked. Let's just hope they know we're headed this way.
Chắc nó trốn ở đâu đây đó. Kìa, nó kìa.
They know.
Guess we're gonna play us a little hide and seek.
We don't play seek and destroy.
Somewhere, William?
gonna get my cousin out of there if you dump all these weapons?
He's probably already dead.
You don't know that.
That's right. But there's one thing I do know. We've barely got enough gas left in that thing to get us back to Thailand. There's one thing we don't need is excess baggage or suicide missions.
If you think I'm gonna fly us back without Matt, you're crazy. I thought you were a hero, McKay.
You want to know what kind of a hero I am? I told you about that platoon of VC I wiped out. But what I didn't tell you was my sergeant that was in that trench with me. Both of us scared stiff. He wanted to surrender, so he threw his gun out and climbed out of the trench with his hands on his head. I couldn't take it, so I waited another 5 seconds. Came out firing. I killed every single one of them. Even my sergeant. That's what they gave me those medals for.
They wouldn't have let you surrender. They would have killed you.
Sometimes I think that would have been better.
Your friend Karpov was supposed to be here at 8. It's 5 till.
He's never late.
Well, I'll get this out to the truck.
Alexei, you're right on time.
Can't get over how much everything's changed in 12 years. I feel like I'm in a foreign country or another planet.
Well, when you see the homemade ice cream that I got waiting for you for dessert, it won't seem so foreign to you. You must have had it 1,000 times while you were growing up.
Probably. Yeah, I can't remember you being the one who made it, though.
Well, as you say, times have changed.
Well, I'm happy to see one thing hasn't changed anyway.
What's that?
Skirts are still short.
That's my boy.
You call your folks?
I tried earlier. I dialed a number and my dad answered. I didn't have the nerve. I hung up.
It's always a little better in person. It's first-class ticket. Washington, D.C. You can make a connection. Charleston, you'll be home by tomorrow night.
I can't go. I signed on with some mercenaries heading for Northern Africa. I'll be taking the red eye out tonight. What am I going to do in this country, Matt? Coat and tie? Desk job?
Some people can live like that.
Yeah, I know. But not me. I'm going back where I belong. I like it.
I'll call you folks.
Hey.
Bet you miss them?